watching.
Subscribe. Brought to you by Cineworld Cinemas, the best place to watch a movie. Hello and welcome to the ScreenStalker Ad Astra review, of course, brought to you by our wonderful partners over at Cineworld, because us here at ScreenStalker, we're trying to get people back in the cinema. It's one of the best shared experiences you can have. I'm Ollie Davis, and I'm joined by Luke Owen, of course. Please press the thumbs up button, please press the subscribe button, and get your tickets for Ad Astra by using the Cineworld link at the top of the video description below. Now, in today's show, we are going to have our spoiler-free review. We're going to discuss our thoughts on the movie right now. Then we're going to have Laurie and Pete doing a spaceship simulator in honor of Ad Astra. And then we're going to come back here and give our spoiler full thoughts on the movie, including some choice conspiracy theories about the movie's production and what Disney might have done to it, because this was originally a Fox release and it got swept up in that whole Disney-Fox corporate merger. And of course, leave your thoughts on the film below, because we'll be talking about the best ones in next Thursday's episode. Ad Astra, or To the Stars, Ad Astra is Latin for that. It's set in, as the text says at the start, the near future. The moon base is a safe place to go for commercial holidays to the general public. But outside of that safe zone are restricted territories or disputed territories where they can do mining, essentially.
Yeah, and there's the dark side of the moon is seen to be sort of like a rough area you should probably avoid. Then there's space pirates there as well. And when you say the word space pirates, instantly I'm already into your film.
Moon Pirates. This is also a film that includes space baboons.
Oh, mad baboons.
Killer space baboons. We're not going to go more into it. And it's set, you're probably leaning back again. I did not expect that from Ad Astra.
Yeah.
The actual plot of the movie is Brad Pitt plays Roy McBride, and his father went off, played by Tommy Lee Jones, went off 30 years ago, or 16 years ago.
27 years ago.
27 years ago, somewhere in the middle
Some
of
of
what I
it's along
said.
those lines.
For the Lima Project.
Years ago. Yes, for the Lima
The
Project.
Lima Project. And that was to get beyond our solar system, to send out signals to space, to find intelligent life.
However, he was presumed to be dead. Brad Pitt's character is now all grown up, and it will tell people, no, my father died while he was out doing the Lima Project. And he discovers through a top secret meeting that his dad might be alive, and he is the one that is causing these power surges that could create a catastrophe for all of humankind.
This is the story of a man going to confront his father and then coming out the other side of that. This is Apocalypse Now. It's a dive into the subconscious. So space itself really is Brad Pitt's character going into his own psyche and addressing the problems with him, his own character, really. A lot of reviews have been incredibly positive. Lots of 5 out of 5 stars.
Best film of the year.
From, very respectable journalists as well, and reviewers.
Alan Jones is one of my favourite film reviewers in the world. Loved it.
Yeah, and it got a huge applause at the film festival it debuted at. Now, interestingly, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes weird scheduling around this. Ad Astra was meant to come out in January, but because it was a Fox movie, and Fox got bought by Disney eventually this year, it got lost in the shuffle, and it's only coming out now. And we have a few theories around how that process might have affected the end product, and we'll get to that after this little journey themselves with Chopper Pete and Laurie Blake.
For Ad Astra. Oh, hey Luke! Yes? Should we get Chopper to do astronaut training?
Yeah?
Astronaut training London. He must be this tall. Oh, he's not tall enough for this one. Hey Chopper, do you want to do astronaut training? You can't say no, let's go. Okay, bye! Best friends. So, this is Starship Chopper. Come, Chopper, come have a look. That's a box. It's an incredibly high-tech G-force detection device. All you gotta do, hop inside, and then we'll find out whether or not you've got the chops to be an astronaut.
You want me to get inside
Inside
the box?
yeah. In you go. Less fuss, more do.
There's not a lot of room in there, mate.
Less fuss, more do. Come on. You'll never be an astronaut with that attitude. Fabulous. There you go. So I just have to go start up the G-force device.
The life of an astronaut or a cosmonaut is extremely varied and complex, and part of it is during a space flight is re-entering into the atmosphere. And as you come into the air and it slows you down, you can have a force that is many times the normal force of gravity on your body. You need to be able to understand how that feels on your body and whether you're going to be able to work in that environment.
You ready? Alright, so Chopper. Okay. Chopper. 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 God's sake. You're right, Chopper. How was that?
Am I an astronaut?
Yes, you are, Chopper. You are. Ad Astra. Just don't drive today. Maybe see a doctor. We'll get you in space in no time. Okay, buddy boy. I'll go back to work. See you later. Bye then.
It's spoiler full time coming, so if you have not seen the movie, click the link in the video description below to buy your Cineworld ticket and then go and see it, and then come back here and we can all talk about our theories and whether Disney had anything to do with what we eventually ended up seeing. So, just to recap the story, Ad Astra was originally meant to be released by Fox in January. Then, all the Disney-Fox merger talks sort of got that pushed back. It was then meant to come out around May. What Disney ended up doing is, quite wisely, they pushed it back to September. It allowed them to debut it at Venice Film Festival. This film is going to be a movie that's helped, promotional-wise, by the Oscar buzz.
Absolutely.
Because this is award season. With something that was meant to come out 8 months ago, that's a lot of time sitting in a production room, a lot of new studio heads to come in and go, maybe change this bit, maybe change that bit.
Yeah.
Stuff that's more Disney-like and isn't Fox-like. The second trailer, so one of the more recent trailers before the film's eventual release, you have this shot where Brad Pitt walks into a kind of, I don't know, it looks like a pleasure room in the more sordid side.
Yeah.
The red light district of James Gray's Ad Astra world.
Yeah.
That is completely missing from the movie.
Oh yeah, it's not there.
But that was one of the more exciting shots of the trailer. It implies there's going to be a Blade Runner level of sordidness in this movie and the world that James Gray's created.
And I think Blade Runner is a really interesting film to bring up, because you and I were talking about this after seeing the film last night. I got Blade Runner vibes from it because the film is kind of carried through by voiceover. It's kind of carried through by narration. And it never feels like it should be there. It always feels like it's out of place.
And what makes it more superfluous, not really that needed, is because there's this wonderful device throughout the film where Brad Pitt has to keep on checking in his psych. So his psych evaluations. You get the character to a very stoic character who does not betray his emotions until after the midpoint, where he does make contact with his dad and he starts to psychologically crumble, really, and then he does start showing actual emotions. The whole hour before then, the whole point of Brad Pitt's performance is no emotion.
Nope, nothing
I am
there.
calm,
Yep.
cool under pressure. And that's a really nice insight into his character then when he has these self-evaluating psych reports, almost like a journal, a confession of how he's feeling. It's very honest. I love those moments.
Yeah.
That's your narration.
Yes.
Why do you then have a separate voiceover? And it is an abstract movie. The way it's told, particularly that last half hour really, where Brad Pitt is going kind of crazy on that very long journey to Neptune.
Yeah, where he's got like 80 odd days or whatever it is.
Yeah, which is, like, thematically, it's a delve into his subconscious.
He's the only person there.
Very well told. The whole psychological side of the movie, I really, really enjoyed. Actually, it's Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
and Colonel Kurtz is Tommy Lee Jones. It's all of that stuff. I really, really liked. This is a very good movie. The visual accomplishments of this film need to be seen in the cinema.
Yeah.
So of course, please click the link in the video description below to get your ticket to the Cineworld screening near you. Of course, that helps support ScreenStalker as well. So if you get the ticket there, that helps just cinema and ScreenStalker in general. It's a super power up. Thank you ever so much to Cineworld for helping partnering with us for this episode. And once you've seen the movie, come back here, comment down below with your thoughts, and we'll talk about those in next Thursday's video. But now, let's go for your comments from last week's, which was It Chapter 2.
Just be warned, there might be some spoilers within these here reviews. The People's Show says that It Chapter 2 was okay, not as good as Chapter 1. The script and certain scenes shot failed to live up to the hype. Bill Hader was the standout in the film. I gave the film a critic score of 6 out of 10.
Yeah, totally agree with Bill Hader.
Oh god, he was so good.
It's the best thing in the movie.
Absolutely. 9Looded says, I absolutely loved this film. Everyone's complaining about the length, but whatever it was is a masterpiece in horror, and what a way to send off. There won't be a movie like this in years.
I mean, yeah, in terms of length. It's just like, it is amazing to see studios investing this much money in horror.
Jay Chipol says, I just came out of the double bill screening. It is not good when all of the supposedly big scares made me laugh out loud. It was far more goofier than it should have been, and it took me right out of the movie. It was weird, messy, and awkward, but I still liked it at points, especially around the big themes, and had some really beautiful visuals, just not scary enough, which is the biggest crime when pushing a horror flick. Sad times.
Yeah, weirdly, they did undermine a lot of the scary moments with comedy.
Yeah, with the CGI monsters, I just don't think work. They don't carry the same weight and scares that a practical monster might do.
Well, get your comments in and reviews of what you thought of Ad Astra below, and we'll talk about the best ones on next Thursday's episode. But for now, thank you so much to Cineworld for making this show happen, and please click the videos that have just appeared on the desk to catch up with the latest awesome ScreenStalker things, and of course, get your tickets to Cineworld movies using the link in the video description below. I've been Ollie Davis, this has been Luke Owen, and remember, we're watching.